Okay, good morning. Today, I'm going to start assembling the front bumper grill assembly. That's the original grill and bumper. It's not bad. I think I'm going to hang on to it and send it out for re-chrome. It's pretty good. It's got a little bit of a wow right here, but that's about it. But I did buy a reproduced version. The only thing I've noticed about this bumper is it looks like it's bent up a little too much. So in other words, this point is too low in reference to here. So I'm gonna do the right thing, try to bend that back. I put a brace through here, and I'm just gonna try to gently pull the nose in, and then I'll tighten up the bumper brace here. And I don't need much, it's only like 1/4 of an inch, but it was pretty noticeable on the car. So I figure if I can get that matching the other bumper, which I measured, I'll be much better place. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm not sure that clamp's got quite enough mustard to do it. So I might have to bring out one of the metal clamps and put a piece of wood under or something, but I'll bring you back in a second. Okay, that worked pretty well. I saw this bit come up about 1/8 of an inch on each side, so that's about exactly what I needed. I'm gonna tighten these up now with the understanding, be preloaded a little bit, and if I need to get some of that back, I can loosen these up and get it back. So we'll see how that fits. Okay, so I got that tightened up. That worked out pretty good. I think it's gonna do what I wanted it to do. So now I'm on to redoing my headlight plates and buckets and all that. These actually still had pretty good springs in it, so rather than going through all the trouble of drilling out those rivets, trying to refasten, I'm gonna reuse the springs. I'm gonna hang on to these just in case, but if you can save the springs, it's a lot easier. So I'm gonna keep going on this, start getting the buckets in and see how that all goes. All right, so I'm ready to start putting this together. I got my headlight mounts sorted. I'm missing one screw, however. I gotta try to figure that out. One of the screws for the beauty ring missing. So, yeah, who knows? Anyway, I'm going to now start putting it together. I've watched Louie on First Generation Garage and John on Vinyl Village Garage and Brian on Arrowhead, and each one of them had a slightly different method for putting this together, which I kind of found amusing. And they all work. They're all just different ways to do it. I am going to try the Arrowhead Garage method, and I'm going to try to assemble most of it right here on the stand and get this ready to go. So first thing I'm going to do is mount up the headlight mounts, and they mount in these holes. I've already put in the bushings because these are a little hard to get to once everything else is in. So you put these in first, and then headlight plates, and then we'll start with the grills. Or actually, do I do the grills first? Yeah, I think I do the grills first, then the headlight plates, because they've got to kind of go on top. So we'll see. Hang on, I'll bring them out. Okay, so the grills mount up okay. I had to put in a slightly longer bolt for this end one because, and I'll show you why in a minute, but the rubber gasket that goes through here goes under that. And it just wasn't gonna fit. There's just no way, there wasn't enough thread there. So these are in, the little brackets on the bottom, again with the aftermarket, this little tang that's meant to bend up over this edge. Of course, this is way too long for that. So those you just gotta flatten out and suck it up. So next thing I think I'm gonna do is, I'm probably gonna look at putting the rubber gaskets on next, then the headlight buckets, or the headlight buckets and the rubber gaskets. Let me try a couple things here. Couple of just weird things about this on this particular aftermarket grill. These pieces in here were super thick compared to the other two in the factory one. So I actually had to kind of force the J-nut over it, and it didn't fit beautifully. But it is in there, so it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna mess with the headlight buckets next and keep moving. Okay, one thing I almost forgot to do, well, I did forget, so I had to take it back apart. These bolts are the bolts that attach this to the upper bumper bracket. Those got to go in before the headlight plates or headlight mounts. So I'm going to hit those next. All right, so this is all put together now. The trim piece is in place. Louis says you got to trim this back a little bit to match the rubber one because this is plastic and it's not quite as forgiving. So I did. Haven't done that side yet. Yeah, there's kind of a combination to putting things together here, and this is kind of the way that it looks like it all goes together the easiest. And now, you know, this bolt is what you're going to hang it from the bracket on, and then you'll pick up the bottom side of the bracket here. So it should go pretty easy. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to wait. It's getting pretty late. Well, not real late, but I've been out here all day and I'm getting a little tired, so I don't want to risk this maneuver when I'm getting a little groggy. So anyway, got this sorted out. This is ready to go on. I'm going to slap the brackets on now, so it's all ready to go. All right, so I've got this set up in here. I've just put a strap on it to help me line it up side to side. I think I'm pretty close right now. Now I've got to get it up and back a little bit. And so I'm going to putz around with that for a few minutes. Threw the hood back on. Haven't adjusted that yet. But it's kind of all part of the package, right? So assuming I can get all that squared away, I should be able to just tighten this up and be pretty much done with this. It looks good. It's actually a good feeling seeing all that coming together. I do have to wire my headlights still, which super easy to get to. This is really easy to work on up here. Got to wire up my headlights, my marker lights, my horn, and that stuff. And I should be pretty good. The marker lights, I'm waiting for, I've got the older marker lights here. I'm waiting for, I got some chrome reflective paint coming so I can spray down the inside of this, both of these and the inside of the taillight housings, which I've also sandblasted and painted. So, yeah, it's coming along. Next step, I just want to get this all lined up. I still got to put in the AC, there's some rubber gaskets that go in here for the AC cars in 400s. So I'm going to put those in as well. Just try to keep as much air going through that radiator as I possibly can. And yeah, we will see what happens after that. I'll bring you back when I got something to show you. Okay, so I'm set up to do this. I've just got a couple of these safety stands with screw jacks. That'll help a lot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up the bumper bracket, bring it up to the height I want, roll it back, and this will help me do that and get it adjusted evenly. If you don't have this, I also thought about getting a couple of the old-fashioned bumper jacks and just sticking them under here. That would have worked fine too. So, you know, just give yourself some ability to adjust on this and without, you know, rapid, disastrous movements that could, you know, consequently scratch your paint or something. So, I'm going to get under there, loosen up the bumper brackets, see if I can't get this up into where I need to be. I need to come up probably, I need to come up almost 3/8 of an inch, I think. And I'm okay left and right, but I really want to come in a bit too. Louis says I should, you know, in an ideal world, this is like 3/16. I don't think there's any way this is going to be 3/16. So 3/8 and I'd be pretty happy. So that's where I'm going to try to shoot for. And I've got a ratchet strap up here, as I said, just to kind of help me keep it even and adjust it that way as needed. But right now it should just go right up in. So let me get under there, loosen up the brackets, the main brackets on the frame bolts, and I'll see what happens. hopefully nothing bad. That went better than I had even hoped. So watch this. I mean, I just crank up on this a little bit and I can draw it right in where it needs to go. I can see, and again, you can do this with a couple of floor jacks or bottle jacks or whatever you want to do. You can see this bumper is, yeah, not great. I mean, it's got a little, it's a little wide here. It's perfect here. It's perfect here. But there's no way I'm going to get that pulled back in. So I'm going to just get it the best I can. And like I said, I'm going to send out that other bumper for re-chroming, and because that's actually in really good shape. If I re-chrome that, I can probably make all this a lot better. The only, the other place I can see, like in here, this detail in here, these corners are not as tight as the stock bumper. Same thing here. They kind of cut some relief in here. Could fix it, but then you'd have to re-chrome this too, so what's the point? But anyway, I'm gonna just keep going with this. It looks like my center point's over a little bit more than it should be right now too, so gotta release the strap. This side is looking good. I'm really good up here and really good down here. So yeah, that method here works really nice. Super easy to deal with. And again, put some tape on here so you can see your marks and see which way you believe it needs to go. But that was truly painless so far. So I'll get that up in, get it so I like it. I want to make sure I'm not touching down here too. So that would be bad. Yeah, looks like if I went over that way just a hair more, I would be better in that respect too. So, gonna, it's funny, you want to kind of set this so it's a natural curve, but then this fender doesn't really line up with the bumper. It doesn't line up with the stock one either. And then you just want to make your two sides very similar. And I am, if anything, a little too far this way, which is going to make this situation on the bottom worse. So I got to play with this some more. Maybe I can roll the top in and the bottom out a little bit. But we'll get there. Okay, that's about as good as I'm going to get it. I am about a 1/4 inch right here. I had to actually space this one out a bit. It gets wider here. It's about 3/8. But that's the shape of the bumper. That's not anything but. And there's nothing I can do about that. But like I said, if I just use this one for now, get the other one re-chromed at some point, I can swap them out later, which I fully intend to do. And this is an OER bumper. It's not great. It's okay. It's better than what I got right now. But, given it a little bit of time, I think I'm going to move this along. So anyway, I'm going to keep moving along and see what I can do here. Next thing I got to do, as you can see, I've pulled out the wires. I'm going to get the headlight wires ready. Build up a connector probably for the marker lights, because I don't have those ready to go in just yet. But I can get the headlights ready. Do the main ground, which is this heavier wire here. That I've got a stud down there for that already. So yeah, just gonna dress this up. I also can put the horn in. Should do that too while I'm at it here. Get that tested. Anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna just continue on, get these wired up. When I released my strap, the bumper did kick back to the right a little bit. It's pretty close right now, but I may have to adjust on that again at some point, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna keep moving. Okay, I've got this about as good as I can get it with this bumper. It's looking all right. I had to shift the bumper over a little bit more to the left, and I had to actually take out some of that splay that I put in. But right now, it's looking okay. What I like to do to adjust the hood is when I put it on there, I leave all the bolts loose and leave the cowl grill off. Then I can just reach in here with a ratchet wrench and tighten it up. and it's right, you know, once I center it up, get it right where I want it. So I'm pretty happy with this right now. Everything is wired up, although I do seem to have a problem with the horn and directional, so I'm suspecting I've got an issue with my wiring harness coming off the steering wheel. But I'll figure that out at another time. But as of right now, this is all working and looking pretty good. Had plenty of clearance on my radiator cap, which I was worried about. Plenty of clearance on my master cylinder now, so no issues there. I've still got to put in my shields here. There's a gasket that goes down in here for the AC and 400 models. Got to put that in. And then my covers and all that go in here. And I screwed up and scratched the hell out of that, so I got to touch that up. But that looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. That's centered right up nice. I got to clean up the bumper, get all the tape off, but I'll say I am pretty happy with where that came out. Like I said, I had to move it over about 1/8 of an inch. You can see that was lined up with that. So mission accomplished. Everything is in and secured and tight right now. And all I had to do to release some of that splay was just loosen up these 4 bolts up here, and it slowly started to move back out, and I stopped, measured it a couple times until I was very happy with it. So that looks good. Yeah, this looks a little cattywampus to me, a little tilted down on that side, so I've got to investigate that a little bit, see what I got to do to bring this side up. Get that leveled out before I put anything else in there. But again, I got to put the AC gaskets in. There's also a gasket that goes over this for the AC cars and the 400s. And that's supposed to, I don't know where that's supposed to mate to, because near as I can tell, it's out here somewhere. So maybe we won't do that. Anyway, then of course all the hood scoops and everything have to go in as well. So, feeling pretty good about this right now. I was starting to panic a little bit on this because it wasn't quite right in the front, but now it looks good. So, like I said, this bumper is not a masterpiece, but I will use it until I can get the original one re-chromed, because this one's just, it's what I got. So, but yeah, there we go. There you have it. Not bad. Starting to get the look. So, feeling all right. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up here. That was just the process of putting together that bumper and grill assembly, getting it up in and getting it all adjusted. I knew I was going to have a bit of a struggle getting it adjusted, but I did okay. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, although I do seem to have 2 days into it. But I really took my time. And some of the wiring I had to do, I had to redo, you know, finish terminating all the lights. I used the original headlight connectors, the ones with the big bells on the end of them. And of course they had many coats of different colors of paint and everything else on them. So I just put them in the sandblaster, cleaned them right up, and then put new terminals in it. And now I've got the original connector housings on there, which is good. So, I still seem to have an issue with my directionals, like I just said, but I'll figure that out later. But for now, I'm just going to peel the tape off this so it doesn't mar up the paint, and call it a day.